Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're back with another snapshot, and this week we don't have any new features to talk about, but we do have some changes to the golems, as well as some new additions in the end. Now, a lot of people thinking, well, is this some kind of end update? No, this is Minecraft preparing for vibrant visuals on Java Edition. So if we quickly just jump to the end dimension. So now that I'm in the end dimension, Minecraft mentioned some kind of sky flashing. Now, it won't always happen, and I'm not too sure, like, if there's something you can do to make it happen. Okay, the screen has just gone very purple. I think that might be something to do with it. Let me also kill the Ender Dragon, because the Ender Dragon does create for some fog. So there we go. I've now killed the Ender Dragon, so we can see the sky. I don't have any effects on me. And in the patch notes, it just says something about the sky will flash purple. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's kind of cool. You can see there's what looks like a sun in the end now, where it's just a beam of purple light, and it will slowly fade out. I like that. That's kind of cool, because it's like stars or something is in the end slowly flashing or shining. Now, it is random, as you can see, and it's not always in the same spot. So, for example, right now, it's up there. If I quickly just open up this, this has changed. We are facing south, so it was roughly around there. Now, if I look around, you will notice that it's not always in the same spot. It will now be in a different spot. And in the patch notes, this is just Minecraft preparing for vibrant visuals. I'm not too sure, like, what this will mean for vibrant visuals. I'm guessing it's just like an ambience thing. Okay, we have now got one up there, and you can see I'm currently looking north. So you can see they're not always in the same spot. Now, they do also happen on the outer end islands, and they do also happen when the Ender Dragon is alive. I just killed the dragon because you have a fog, so you can't really see them when the dragon is here. And they're not going to change gameplay in any way. They're just going to be really cool while you're exploring. The screen will just glow purple for a few seconds every now and again. So now heading back to the overworld, we have got some changes to the copper golem. And this is a interaction with iron golems. Iron golems will be able to give copper golems flowers. I'm not too sure why this is a thing, but it seems like this is something they can do. Now, I'm not too sure how iron golems get flowers. I don't think in my time of playing Minecraft, I have ever seen a iron golem hold a poppy in its hand. I know it is possible, and I know they do give them to baby villagers. But I guess if I just spawn a load of iron golems and then also possibly spawn some copper golems. So is there any data for the copper golem to see if it has a item within its head, or is it holding a flower? It doesn't look like it. We have motion, we then have the brain, the health. So I'm guessing that is only affected if it has the flower, and then it will obviously be added to its data. So I'm going to quickly just try doing it with commands, because using spawn eggs don't seem to be working. And there we go. That one has one right there, and it's offering it to the copper golem. Let's quickly just spawn a few more copper golems. Now, this one just randomly appeared. I don't think this one had it when it spawned, because I definitely would have noticed it. And it's now gone. Where did it go? It didn't go on any of the copper golems, so I'm guessing it just stopped offering it. Okay, so at least we saw it happen. It didn't give it to them. This is a lot of waiting around, just hoping that this happens. And there we go. It accepted it. That was very weird. There wasn't like an animation from the copper golem. It kind of just stood there. But this is what it looks like. We finally got it to happen. Now, if I quickly just grab the data for this copper golem, does it have any different data now that it has the flower on its head? It seems to be wanting the copper golems now. So yes, you can see it does. It has equipment head, which is a poppy. But one thing to note is when this does happen, if the copper golem was to turn into a statue, the poppy would drop off as an item. And also, you can shear them just to get the poppy off if it's something you don't want. Although this is definitely not a reliable way to farm poppies because it's very rare. But I think there needs to be some kind of animation between the interaction, because it kind of just appears on the copper golem's head. And from what I know, there's no way to like make this happen. I am trying to find the interaction so we can see it a bit clearer. but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case because I've been standing here for about 10 to 15 minutes. Does that mean we can now spawn a copper golem with like any flower on its head? This probably won't be possible in the base game because iron golems, as far as I'm aware, they can only grant poppies. There was a change in command, so if I now try this, hopefully this will work. Let's replace this with copper golem, and it does. It works for other flowers as well. So I wonder if that's something they're going to add, maybe, or if it's just something you can obviously do with data packs. Let's try and do this a different item. So if we done this as a diamond, does the diamond render? It doesn't. It only seems to be flowers. Let's try a rose bush. The rose bush does also render. Okay, this is kind of cool. And this is going to be really useful for data packs. What about a cactus flower? Cactus flowers are new within one of the recent updates. So let's just see if that works. Cactus flower does also work. What about cactus? Cactus, oh my god, cactus does work. And cactus literally just renders a full block on the copper golem's head. Now, one thing I do want to try, does drip leaf work? Big drip leaf? It does, but it doesn't render on the copper golem's head. This is going to be really fun to mess around with. But let's jump to the next feature. Now, the next feature is shelves. Minecraft heard everyone's complaints, and they have reverted shelves back to the older versions, where the items now render in the center again. They no longer render on the bottom, and they also did say the item's size has also been adjusted. Now, they're not as big as Bedrock, I don't think, but they have made the items way bigger. The shields are massive, so you can obviously render banner patterns, and I'm guessing banners are also quite big when they are rendered. They are. I honestly think this is better than what we had. It would be cool if other items like the spawn eggs and shears were slightly bigger, but I'm happy with this if this is the final version. Now, that is new features within this, and once again, Minecraft have now confirmed in the patch notes that this is this drop completed. They are now just focusing on bug fixes and small minor tweaks. So we will not see any new blocks, items, entities and things like that going forward. But one thing Minecraft have done is they've added chat drafting. So let's try this again, this time opening chat rather than the commands. So if I open chat, type something, and then I was to die. If I was then open chat again, yes, you can see the last text is staying there. But once again, this doesn't work if you open up your commands list. You have to click the button to open your chat. So this is really useful for if you are typing a message to your friend and they kill you or something else kills you, your message will no longer be deleted. And one other thing Minecraft have added now is you can now type while entering a nether portal. So while I'm in here, you can see I can start typing. And then when I get teleported through, so let's quickly just wait for that to happen, you can see my chat remains open so I can send the message. Now, a technical change, which I might as well mention, is Minecraft have added something to the shelf blocks, and this is a block state. So if I quickly just grab a debug stick, we can see if I cycle this, you can see align items to bottom, and this will be true or false. By default, inside of your worlds, when you place one of these, it is going to be set to false, as you can see. But now, if I was to put items within this, you can see they align to the bottom. This is a way for data pack makers or even on servers. You can now make a way to craft the shelves with the items on the bottom. And you can see putting them in, changing this toggle. I need to make sure I crouch when I change it. The items will now render on the bottom. Now, that seems to be all the worthy mentions for this snapshot. There are some more technical changes and also resource pack changes, and there are also some bug fixes as well. But that is it for this game drop now. Minecraft are just focusing on bug fixes and also some tweaks and changes. And then we'll be jumping to the next game drop, which will probably be announced in Minecraft Live next month or the month after. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, do like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!